Tourism is a very important sector anywhere in the world. It is very important to the economy. In Kenya, we contribute over 12% to GDP. Tourism employs directly about 500,000 Kenyans. Their contribution to the foreign exchange is huge.
Well, what gets me excited about Kenya's tourism industry is the fact that this is a unique country. It's a country that has a range of attractions that are not found in many other places.
The industry is developing, is embracing new ways of tourism, is embracing diversity in tourism, is embracing the correlation between tourism and communities and how communities give back to tourism, but also how communities also contribute to the experiences that our travelers are able to have in the destination.
Consumers are wowed by the experience that they get in Kenya. The Kenyan people are very hospitable, so that repeat business and the loyalty with the consumer keeps Kenya's resilience going.
Even though Kenya's tourism industry had for many years been the envy of many an African nation, it was widely recognized that the immense potential of the industry hadn't been fully tapped. The general consensus to truly take the industry to where it ought to be, we needed a single strong body to aggressively market what the country had to offer. After several false starts, what we know of today as the Kenya Tourism Board was eventually founded in 1997. Pioneer employee Mrs. Julie Njeru lets us in on the early days.
The marketing of Kenya used to be undertaken by the Ministry of Tourism, which had established offices overseas. There were 2 in the USA and the rest were in Europe. The offices were not effective on account of the fact that they did not have adequate resources, and also they did not have local knowledge. In 1995 or thereabouts, the private sector joined up with Kenya Wildlife Service to set up a Kenya Tourist Board.
Kenya Tourism Board was a major shift in how we market Destination Kenya, a very positive shift, with a very clear mandate to market Destination Kenya locally, regionally, internationally, and communicate the diverse product of our destination so that we can increase the numbers, improve the lives of Kenyans, through employment, through earnings, etc. So it's come a long way over the 20 years, from where it was to where it is now.
KTB, I believe, has achieved recognition as one of the most effective national tourist boards. We were quite successful in putting the country back on the map as a tourist destination. We were able to work together to overcome the huge disadvantages we had at the beginning of 2004 and 2008. We were able to come up with a diversification strategy where we have a whole range of products, which is a sign of a mature tourism destination.
We work closely with people like Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, and this witnessed a lot of scheduled and non-scheduled airlines coming into the country. And I think I can count about not less than 14 airlines that came into the country during this tenure. In fact, one of the key ones I remember is the German carrier Lufthansa, which had been away for a couple of years, and KTB provided technical support, actually a key role in terms of making a business case to the senior management in Frankfurt, in Germany, where we went as a team to pitch for the return of Lufthansa.
I have a lot of things that I can put together, package and sell, and I can also customize them for the different traveler. Because the traveler now is not a homogeneous person. The traveler, there's people who want to backpack. There's people who want adventure. They want to be able to have a thrill when they come to a destination. So there's things like skydiving, there's kiting, there's very many things. They want to do water sports. We have now developed what we're calling Home of Champions. We've now taken a product which has been very instrumental in how people have placed Kenya, and that's our athletes. And we've seen them as an opportunity to package a skill that we have as Kenyans. We're about beach safari, and then we're about champions, runners.
So we've come a long way in 20 years, but there's still a lot more to be done by the Kenya Tourism Board. We've not arrived. the constantly changing environment. Travelers have choices in Africa, they have choices globally. So there's still a lot more to be done. But I'm confident that, with the current leadership, with the current engagement that we have with the private sector, that we will continue to drive tourism forward, with the innovations that we need to put in place. And we will be successful as a tourism destination.
An organization is its people. To be a truly successful tourism board capable of competing against the best in the world, successive management teams have incorporated in the board a culture of high expectation and performance.
We started as a secretariat, and I think the fact that it was very small and ended making it very cohesive. We grew up as a family. We knew each other's homes, we knew each other's children, their first names, their birthdays.
I came into KTB and I was offered an opportunity as a temporary staff, and I was assigned to collect information about Kenya as a tourism destination. To date, the organization has transformed tremendously. I have transformed also as a person.
I'm actually employee number 13. My most memorable moment was in the organization when I went to Mombasa with a plane. That was one of the things being in government, and the first time I got into a plane, it was really memorable.
Nikiingia nilikuwa employee 004. KTB imenijenga sana kwa niliingia KTB nikiwa mdogo sana. Sikukuwa hata bado na mtoto, na imenijenga, nishapata watoto wangu, nishasomesha KTB watoto nikiwa hapa. Nienda wakanipatia training ya customer care, front office. I can work in the front office. KTB imenisaidia sana.
With a bright 20 years behind us, what can we look forward to in days to come?
My vision is to see Kenya as the leading destination in Africa.
As an industry, we need to move into that space where we're able to showcase what we offer real time in spaces that people are visiting constantly. And these spaces are mainly digital.
20 years is not a small time. And the achievements by KTB in various markets, opening up of various destinations in Kenya, new segments of tourism, I think is great. And the numbers into Kenya are on the increase. So I think they're doing a good job.
What I would like to say to our present Kenya Tourist Board is good luck. Keep doing what you're doing. Focus on the advantages that Kenya has in terms of our tourism product. And let's take the message out into the world that this is a country to visit, and there are wonderful facilities here, wonderful attractions. It's a great place for people to come on a holiday, and I think that we can take it even further than we have done in the past.
I'd like to congratulate KTB on the 20 years. I'd like to wish you all the success for the next 20 years, and thank you to the chairman, the CEO, and the whole team making this a great success.
Here is to 20 more.
20 more.
20 more.
20 more.
To 20 more.
20 more.
20 more. To 20 more.
20 more.